Some people are going to remain neutral. Some people are going to link up with the UN, NATO, and the EU. Some people are going to link up with BRICS. And it's just going to be a fucking Royal Rumble, man. That's what's going to take place. Okay, so it's in Persia, which Persia is Iran. And Persia is allies with Russia. Syria, okay? Ethiopia, Libya, Turkey. Those are allies right now. A couple years ago, like 2015, 14, Turkey was out there bombing Syria. But what do you see going on now? They actually want to go into Syria and help Syria. They want to buy S-400 missile defense systems from Russia. And that's why America's like, you know what, fuck you, Turkey. You can't have those missile defense systems. Why? Because Esau knows that this is prophecy. That they're going to form an alliance, man. And Esau knows that those S-400s work. Unlike his Patriot missile system, which doesn't work. Okay?
You notice Russia and China are linked up, and it's going to tell you about Russia in a minute. But you notice that you had in
that was one of them. That was a fucking
Sorry.
a woman that fucking Bria.
Oh, that was one of them.
Yeah, that was one of those.
That's one of those things.
Crazy world.
You had Saddam Hussein that got overthrown. You had Gaddafi that got assassinated. You had the war in Iraq, the war in Afghanistan. They did those things. They had that Persian War, and they had that 9/11 attack happen so that they could justify going in to those different Middle East countries to get the oil, to get the poppy fields, to set up their banks there, to topple their governments, to take control of them. Now, when you had 9/11, was it 2001?
Yeah.
They declared what? They declared the war on terror. So
and they passed the Patriot Act, which labels every U.S. citizen a possible terrorist.
So everybody, the war on terror. So
go and just do this. Go and say, I got a bomb in my pocket at an airport. See what happens to you. Just walk into an airport, and right when you're about to get on the plane, say, I got a bomb on me. See what happens to you. Because every U.S. citizen can now be labeled a domestic terrorist now, because they passed the Patriot Act. Okay?
You have something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say before they went into Iraq, the Rothschild didn't have a central bank.
They didn't.
So
That's why they took out Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein too, because Gaddafi was trying to take care of it. He was trying to use his own money. He was trying to use his own wealth to take care of his country.
And none of these BRICS nations got that.
Oh, they do. They got all these.
Oh, that's why they assembled the BRICS to move away from that slum.
They all got these central banks. The Rothschilds, they own all that shit, man. That's how they're gonna collapse. That's how they're gonna cause a global economic collapse. They control that fucking money, man. The Lord's using the elite, these Illuminati Edomites, to bring his word to pass, man. They're just being used and abused. The Lord's just gonna use them and then fucking destroy them.
Oh, I got some more people.
You know? That's why it says, "Deliver me from the wicked," which is I.
This is Psalm chapter 17, verse 13.
Because Salah, real quick, it's part of their plan. You just go to look at the Georgia Guidestones. What does it tell you? Keep the population under 500 million. What's a better way to depopulate the world than a nuclear war? So Esau's trying to start up a third world war, man. He's stirring it up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's all according to prophecy. And the Lord is just using the so-called white man to bring forth his prophecy, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down.
Yeah, disappoint him, cast him down, because Esau thinks he's gonna do all this. He's gonna cause this nuclear war. Everybody's gonna get decimated, and he's just gonna rise up. He's just gonna rise up out of the ashes. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, don't fall.
Don't fall. Do fall. Don't break your neck.
Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah, so he's saying, deliver my soul from the so-called white man, which is thy sword. All right? But the Most High didn't give Esau the blessing of the sword for no reason.
Oh yeah, what's that scripture?
Where? Which one?
No, just keep speaking.
Yeah, the Lord didn't give Esau the sword in vain, man.
That's what I was looking
Um,
for. I got
what is
it.
that, Romans 13? Or is there another one that
I think it's oh yeah, it's Romans 13. Romans 13 and 4. Or actually, I'm gonna start at 1. Okay. This is Romans 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Hey, so Esau, the so-called white man, was ordained to rule the world. It said, Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. So now, yeah, the earth will be destroyed. But right now, he's ordained. He's the higher power. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High.
Yep.
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For, and hey, if you try to resist a so-called white man, try to fight against him, form a resistance against him, he'll come up against you with the biggest guns, man, biggest guns you ever seen. You try to form a militia, and he don't let it slide, because all these militias, Esau knows about it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just letting them slide, so that way they're gonna all splatter each other, man. During the Civil War, what do you think militias gonna do? Yeah, you got militias that are set up to be outstanding, law-abiding, to help the American citizen. But watch, there ain't no fucking food for them and their fat babies, man. They gonna go kill that fucking citizen that he so-called was gonna protect. It's gonna be a dog-eat-fucking-dog world out here, man, real soon. Okay? So it says, whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinance of the Most High. You're resisting the order that the Lord set up. And the order is that Esau is going to rule the world for now. Okay? The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. And the Lord going to take them out soon. But we can't go and try to fight this man. His blessing was a sword. This motherfucker is the sword.
He is a sword. That's why World War III is going to be so devastating, man. Because these nuclear missiles.
Yeah, Isaiah 95. God. Yeah, because these fucking ICBMs, man. These nukes.
Read that.
Yeah, it says, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Shall receive to themselves damnation. You resist the power. See, look, all this stuff that's going on today. This is all orchestrated by them elite families, by the Edomites, man.
Which is the Lord's left hand.
Which is the Lord's left hand. It's like you had the physical counterpart of Satan, man. And Satan is what? Satan is a servant of the Most High. So
this is son.
Esau serves the Most High, man. On the left hand side, he's bringing judgment through the so-called white man. Now,
Esau is a son.
oh, Salah. So, man, what was my track now? Oh, he all this stuff is orchestrated and planned, right? What he wasn't counting on was this. What he wasn't counting on was for the men of the Lord to get raised up in these last days. Because this is him getting disappointed. This is Esau's devices being disappointed. It's this right here. Because the Lord always saves a remnant. So no matter what Esau does, no matter how many nukes he launches, and no matter how much destruction he causes, no matter how many GMOs he pushes out, no matter how much he poisons the sky, he's not going to make his kingdom last. He's not going to be able to save his kingdom. not gonna be able to save his militia. Because Yahweh Shai is gonna save his elect and set the kingdom of heaven up on earth. And Esau is gonna be a hey, that was Bruce Leroy's dad. I wouldn't want to fight that dude. That's a big fucking crazy bastard.
That nigga's muscles have muscles.
He had muscles on his eyes.
Verse 3, it says, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. You see a lot of these jakes don't want to open up their window, give the cop their ID.
Yeah,
He fucking rips him out the car, chases his ass.
Because they don't even roll the window down all the way. So this fool busts the window open. There's fucking glass all over his face. Ah! He starts screaming, Yahweh Shai, save me! Remember that one? He was like, I'm sorry for my transgression. Forgive me of my sins, Lord. Oh, I'm sorry for like, motherfucker, it's too late for all that.
Well, he didn't read the scripture.
You didn't follow. You're gonna pray to the Lord, and you didn't even follow the word of the Lord, man.
For rulers are not a terror to good works,
Rulers are not a terror to good work.
but to the evil.
So if you ain't doing nothing wrong in this society, I ain't standing out here with a fucking gun in my waist. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Esau ain't gonna come over here and throw me on the ground and shoot me in the back. Go ahead.
Says, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
If you do that which is evil, be afraid. But this is what'll happen. Like if the cops were to come up here and fuck with us because of the word, right? They're gonna arrest us because we're doing this work. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You're suffering for righteousness' sake. But if you're doing something wrong, you're gonna be afraid, man, because you're like, oh shit, the Lord ain't with this.
But look, it says, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. And you know, there's many times where niggas might come up trying to fight you. You might knock a nigga out, or a nigga might start shooting and shit, going crazy.
Or do that.
And the cops come, and they're like, the cops will come and say, were you guys harmed?
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it.
Yeah, take his ass to jail.
Somebody come up here and get his ass knocked out, and then his ass will still go to jail.
Hell yeah.
On a stretcher. You know?
Because I tell you what, that dude swung on me, and we ended up getting into a fight with him. The cops come. Look at this crazy ass. We're standing up here with Bibles preaching the word of God. How you gonna take us? How you gonna arrest us? And this fool over here doing karate moves in the street, people's faces and shit.
Yep.
So you're doing spinning backfists and shit.
It says, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Yeah, so he bears not the sword in vain. All right, can you get?
There's another sword. And what's the sword?
What's the sword? Can you get Isaiah 10 and 5? Go ahead. Yeah, Rick, go ahead.
Because the modern day sword is a gun. Okay? The modern day sword is a gun, and Esau don't bear that in vain.
Hell no.
That's his blessing. He'll blow your ass away.
And you don't bear them nukes in vain either.
Yep. It says, wherefore he must.
I mean, really think about it. The so-called white man, he's a slick devil. He's a fucking deceiver, man. He knows good and evil, man. You think that he didn't know what he was doing when he gave all these other nations the power to use a nuke? Go ahead.
It says, wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake.
Or also for conscience sake. It says, blessed is he that their conscience is not condemned them. That's when you're through, man. You fuck up when you do something wrong in the truth, and you're condemned in your own mind. You're like, oh man, there's no way I could be saved. Oh shit, man, I fucked up, man. Hey, that's when you start bugging out. That's when you bug the fuck out. You start giving in to them demons. Blessed is he who's that's like that's why the Apostle Paul he would say my conscience bearing me witness. You know in your spirit when you're on the right path. You know in your spirit when you're on the right path. Your conscience, your spirit's gonna be like, hey man, fucking up, man.
Yeah, God. You know what it says for conscience sake. if you know you're not doing no nigga shit, okay? You know you're not selling crack and fucking another man's woman. You have no reason to be afraid, for conscience sake. You know that you're serving the Lord the best of your ability. And you have no reason to fear Esau, man. Okay?
To fear cuck.
Because look, we're out here in a society, we can call him the devil, call him a cuck.
Cuckold.
You know, call him a faggot, the devil, things that he is. And we're not afraid of doing so because the Lord is with us, man. You know? The other day we had an Edomite bitch literally flip us off. Fuck you!
That's a serious.
I don't know, yesterday, a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that crazy one. Yeah, the crazy bitch.
Get out of here, bitch. Call her a bitch. Walk up to her.
And her man's just like,
Control your bitch. It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation.
now Assyrian. Now, the modern day Assyrian is so-called what man? Esau. All right.
Yeah, because this is Babylon.
It's Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar was Assyrian.
God. Yeah. And they ruled Babylon. You know? It was the Assyrio-Babylonian Empire.
That's right.
You know, the Babylonians came in, then the Medes and the Persians came in. You know?
Yep. So it said, "Oh Assyrian, the rod of my anger." It's good. Hey, look.
It says, and the staff in his hand is my indignation.
Yes, the Most High. It tells you that the Most High has a controversy with Israel. The Lord has a bone to pick with 2/3 of Jake, man. And he's going to come down upon Jake using the so-called white man. That's why it says Revelation 12 and 12. He's going to come down with having great wrath because he knows that he's got a short time. He sees all these prophecies coming to pass. He sees all these Israelites waking up, coming out. He's just like, what the fuck? What is this? They're just popping up everywhere. Now they're over here in fucking France. Now they're over here in Britain. Now they're way over here on this is a dude in Ethiopia preaching the word, preaching the truth.
Oh, there is brother in Ethiopia.
How did this happen? Now he's bugging out because he sees this happening. He's like, "Oh shit, man, we're almost done. We need to move. It's time for action."
This is verse 6. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna jump. I will send him against an hypocritical nation.
Hypocritical nation. What does Jake always say? I love the Lord. I love Jesus.
I'm an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
He got a bald head.
He got a bald head.
Line up.
He won't come out here and do this.
No.
Hell no. Hypocrite, man. I support you guys from behind the computer. I ain't gonna come out here and do this. Nah, look, y'all got this. Y'all got this.
Yeah, you got even these rappers like Kodak Black. They know they're Israelites, but he boasts about himself not being circumcised, which that's part of the law. You gotta be circumcised. Now, here's just a quick testimony. I came to the truth. I wasn't circumcised, but I had to get circumcised. That's part of serving the Lord. Okay, there's a law on it that if you're not, the Lord will cut you off from His people. So, you know, brothers that might not be circumcised, build your faith up and pray to the Lord that you do get circumcised, because that is part of the law. Okay, Moses almost got killed by the Lord because he didn't circumcise his children. If you remember.
I know he said a bloody man not working.
That's what his wife said when she cut off circumcised his children.
Yeah.
You know, showing you how serious it was. Moses is King David, man. Moses is a man after the Lord's heart. Moses is a man that the Lord only spoke with, man. He said, he told Moses, I'm going to kill Israel. I'm going to make
you a great nation.
I'm going to make a nation of you.
Yeah.
You know, showing you how much he loved Moses. And they're showing you that's how we know that that's King David.
Say, go thy way. They have turned from me quickly. Before they even got the tablets, Moses ain't even came down on the mountain. He said, he's taking too long. Make us gods. Make us gods. He said, these are the guys that brought you out of Egypt. Moses came down like, Aaron, what the fuck is it? He's like, dude, they were ready to kill me, man. I had to do something. You know these people. You know how they are.
He says, I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
That's Jacob's trouble. That's Jacob's trouble. That's what the Lord has planned for 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Because we're looking for brothers, man. All right, we're looking for the elect. We're looking for soldiers, man. We're looking for men that's gonna come out here and do what we're doing. That's actually gonna listen and learn, or at least show more support than the stroke of a keyboard, man. Shalom, Mark. How about sitting outside? Rock the keep up the good work, Ak. I don't want to hear all that shit, man. Why don't you do some good work? That's what we're looking for. We ain't looking for cheerleaders. We're looking for soldiers.
It says Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
That's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Yeah. All right. This is look. These Edomites, man, the so-called white people. These are the same people that put these people into slavery, that pursued them with the sword, was ripping apart women with children, ripping apart pregnant women, feeding their babies to alligators, throwing them in the ocean to sharks, putting them on spit roasts and roasting them up. All right, letting them get eaten by dogs, just doing all manner of hatred and evil to them. This is the same guy, man.
And the same people.
These are the same people. And you're gonna find that out during Jacob's trouble, because the Lord's gonna put that spirit back on him. And look, Esau is gonna come down having great wrath upon
Well, that spirit's already on them. They just can't let loose.
Well, yeah,
remember when they were outside?
Oh yeah, I don't want to go into but he got that. Well, they're in their houses, man. They're in their houses saying all type of N-words.
Right. Literature about killing Jake.
Go ahead.
You know, they actually have dreams and think about how they could kill our people. Hey, it tells you that the wicked, he practiced wickedness on his bed. He can't sleep unless he do mischief.
Did you see in the news that cop? This cop is like a female cop. She went into her neighbor's house, said that she thought it was her house, smoked her neighbor. And her neighbor was a black dude. She was a white cop, a white chick. Smoked this black dude as her neighbor because she was living in an apartment like across from him. Said she mistakenly went into his house and thought it was hers and smoked that fool. I'm like, hell no, you just didn't like that fool. You went in there and shot that motherfucker. You had a bad day at work. You went into your neighbor's house and you fucking put the lead on him.
Did she get away with it?
Hell no.
Okay, well that's just showing you that Esau's going down.
How the fuck you gonna get away with it? I
Back in the day, you could have got away. She could have got off with mental illness and shit.
I thought it was my house.
She would have got off a couple years ago.
God,
they would have gave her 2 years in a psych ward, let her free.
So who are we to question this nice white lady judge? She's a cop. She's an American hero. If she shot him, it's because he deserved it. Not anymore. Where's that at? Where it says, in all these curses shall come upon thy enemies?
That's Deuteronomy 28. It's like the first.
It's not. It's like in the 30s. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah, 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. In the day that's coming, okay, the evil day, like we read in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Well, the evil day come not, that's the great day. The evil day, the dreadful day of the Lord. And I'm going to get that real quick for truth's sake in the book of Amos, all right? This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So you got all these people in these churches talking about, oh, the day of the Lord is going to be so beautiful. I could just see him coming. There's going to be a rainbow and it's going to be a sunny day. It says the day of the Lord is darkness, man, and not light. Okay? The day of the Lord, okay, it says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. Could you imagine trying to run from a lion? Okay, you choke the lion, and then out of nowhere, a big-ass grizzly bear, okay, it says, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So you choke the bear. You run into a house, you lock the door, got away. Then a serpent just bites you. A poisonous snake. And the day of the Lord is going to be a day, okay, a day of judgment, man, a day of darkness. If the Lord ain't dealing with you, oh man, he gonna have it out for you. Because it says, if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So you escape many trials only to get bit by a viper, man, by a rattlesnake. It's going to be terrible, man. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Yeah, so if you're part of the elect, you're a man of the Lord, okay, you have the light. The Lord is going to guide you. Okay, he's going to give his angels charge over you to guide you through all these obstacles. Hey, because in that day you're going to run, man. You're going to run from troops.
You're going to get a 2nd Ezra 13. You're going to, like,
It's just part of the test.
Even being a man of the Lord, you're going to go through some shit. Alright? You're going to go through some shit in that time. Lord, hey man, Lord guide you. He's going to guide you through some shit. It's going to be bad, man. It ain't going to be fun. It ain't going to be fun. It says, my servant shall eat, and you shall starve. You're gonna be hungry. My servant shall drink, you're going to be thirsty. The Lord's going to take care of you, but that don't mean he ain't going to put you through numerous perils, man. It's 13, and it's after it goes into...
Yeah, Connor, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. I mean, there's going to be brothers that get spiritual power that aren't going to go through really much, man. They're going to be doing damage on you. Every brother's lot isn't the same. Okay, some brothers is going to have to die for the truth. Some brothers are going to be tested through many adversities. Some brothers are going to receive spiritual power not to go through anything. The Lord going to use him as a weapon.
Let me get this real quick before you get that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joel 2:1 says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. But the point is that day is a day of thick darkness and gloominess, man. It's not a day of it. Hey, look, so-called white Jesus isn't going to come out of the clouds handing out chocolate Easter bunnies and flowers and candy baskets to people.
No, white Jesus is going to come out of the woods and start putting lead in the people, man. White Jesus, that's Cesare Borgia.
You gonna see
that's David Rothschild.
You're gonna see the Duck Dynasty.
Yeah,
the Duck Dynasty folks come out and just start smoking jakes.
You know? That's the white Jesus you're gonna see. Passing out grenades, man. This is 2nd Ezra 13, verse 18. Now understand I the things that are laid up in the latter days, which shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind.
Yeah, what shall happen unto them and to those that are left behind. Those that are left behind are going to be the elect. Go ahead.
Therefore are they come into great perils and many necessities, like as these dreams declare.
Yeah, so even the elect are going to go through great perils, man. Go ahead.
It says, yet is it easier for him that is in danger to come into these things than to pass away as a cloud out of the world and not to see the things that happen in the last